Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Andrea with Foodimentary Adventures in Food. I am here today with a very quick pantry challenge. I'm participating in a collaboration with Stacy from Let's Cook Y'all, and the challenge is to use things that you already have in your pantry. Well, I have a very well-stocked pantry. One of my favorite recipes is a Mexican chicken chowder using ingredients that you probably also have in your pantry. So let me show you what we'll be using today. So you are going to need a can of corn, a can of Rotel, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, some Monterey Jack cheese, this is 8 ounces. I also had some boneless, skinless chicken breast in my freezer that I had cooked up. One of the things that I like to do is when I find meat on sale, especially boneless, skinless chicken breast, I like to cook them up and then chop them and then portion them out in the freezer so that when I need chicken for a recipe, I already have it. So I have about 2 cups of boneless, skinless chicken breast here. Then you're also going to need some garlic powder and some crushed red pepper, and that's optional. So it's a super simple recipe. All I'm going to do is put everything in this pot, and then I am going to put it on the stove, medium heat, and let it come to a boil. And then I'm going to add in my cheese. So first thing you're gonna do is just dump everything in the pot. It is a super simple recipe. And if you've never been to our channel before, we are all about the food here. We do grocery hauls, recipes, what's for dinner. So if you haven't joined our family, we'd love to have you. So I'm just dumping in the cream of chicken. And this is such an easy recipe. It gets rave reviews every time I make it. So there's 1 can. And here is the other can of cream of chicken. It doesn't look that great in the pot, but trust me, it is amazing. Okay, so there's a 2nd can of cream of chicken. And I'm just going to add in my chicken. And I forgot to mention, you'll need 2 cups of milk. So if you want to make this recipe a little bit healthier, you can use a 2% milk, which is what I'm using, or you can use just regular whole milk, it's fine. Really, honestly, you can't tell the difference whether you're using a low-fat milk or full-fat milk. So here's everything in the pot. And it's kind of thick to stir up right now. So what I usually do is put it on the fire, and then it'll start breaking down a little bit, and it's a little bit easier to stir. But you're just going to heat this on your stovetop until it's thoroughly heated. And then once it's heated, I'll come back and show you next steps. Okay, so I've had the soup on a medium-high heat for probably about 10 minutes. Now it's time to add the other ingredients. So this is totally optional, but just a couple of shakes of garlic powder. And then I like a little bit of crushed red pepper. So I just add a little bit of crushed red pepper, gives it just a little bit of heat. And now we're going to add my favorite part, which is the Monterey Jack cheese. Now, I would really suggest that you use the brick of Monterey Jack cheese, not the pre-shredded, because I mentioned before in my other videos, the pre-shredded cheese, it has fillers and things, and it just doesn't melt the same. And Monterey Jack cheese is a very, very soft cheese, so you really don't even need to shred this. All you have to do is just break it off into little pieces, just like this. Add it into your soup mixture, and it breaks down pretty quickly. I know that in the past I've also used like a pepper jack. So if you like a little bit of extra spice, you can use a pepper jack instead of the Monterey Jack, but I really just like plain old Monterey Jack in this. So I have it all in there, and you're just gonna stir this occasionally and let the cheese melt down. So see, here's some big chunks of cheese in there, and they're gonna melt down pretty quickly, probably less than 5 minutes, but make sure that you keep stirring it so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. All right guys, so here is the finished product. The cheese fully melted. Doesn't it look so good? Can't wait to eat it. But as you can see, it was a very simple recipe. I like to serve mine with a little bit of cilantro on top. And then I also usually add either Fritos or tortilla chips. It just depends on what I happen to have on hand. So I will make sure to link Stacy's channel, Let's Cook Y'all. I'll make sure to link that in the description box, as well as a playlist which has everyone that's participating in this pantry challenge. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we'd love to have you. I also did a pantry challenge back in last September. So if you check out my playlist, my What's for Dinner, you'll see all of my pantry dinner challenges if you look back in the September file. So anyways, thanks so much for watching guys, and we'll see you next time.